guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle, and today we are going to do a 2019 year-end review. Let's get into it. So this week marks 6 months that I have successfully made and released a video every week on YouTube. So I'm super proud of that. And one of the things that I want to tell you guys is I'm about to step away from YouTube for a little while. I'm going to focus all my energies on to creating something new. So be excited for that, guys. But you will not hear from me until 2020. So I just wanted to put that out there and let you guys know that. I'm wrapping up some things and I am taking some time for myself, and I'm going to rest and I'm going to enjoy my family and enjoy the holidays. And I would encourage you guys to make room in your schedule to do the same. It's very beneficial for you and you deserve it. But let's get into the 2019 year-end review, shall we? Okay, for this 2019 year-end review, you're going to need a piece of paper and a pen. So go ahead and get those items and then come back. Okay, welcome back. I hope you got those things. If you are listening in your car or at work, or you're working right now, busy doing stuff, just listen to this video and do it later when you get home. All right, so if you have got your paper and pencil ready, I want you to put at the top of your paper 2019 year-end review, and then underneath that, I want you to write number 1, and that is going to say beside it, reflection. So what I want you to do under this reflection portion is I want you to actually take a good few minutes and reflect back on 2019, beginning at January. I want you to get a sense of what you were doing in January. I want you to think about who you were as a person, where you were at, the things you were focused on, how you felt. And then I want you to go fast forward to the summertime and think about who you were then and who you were becoming, what was going on, how you were feeling then. And then I want you to come all the way to December right now, where you're at in this moment. How do you feel as a person? How are you different from that person in January? Think about the things that you're focused on now compared to the things that you were focused on in January. Think about how far you've come from January all the way to here, all the growth you've made, all the changes you've made, all the new things that you've allowed to come into your life. I want you to take a moment and just reflect. And as you're reflecting, you're going to come across some big things that happened in your life, and maybe they were positive. And then there are going to be some things in your life that seem negative, and they're really big things that happened, and they weren't so happy, and they were a little painful, but these are still positive things that do happen in our life. Even though they feel bad and they feel painful, they're still positive because those things help us grow and they teach us things. And without challenges, we can't better ourselves in life, and we can't learn things sometimes without challenges. So let's be grateful for those as those come up. Let's be grateful for the things that weren't so pleasant when they do come up, and then let's let them go. Let's not dwell on those. You can dwell on all the things you learned from those situations, and you can journal some of those down. So I want you to think about all the things in 2019 that you should be proud of. Think about all the things that you did, all the new things, all the scary things. Think about all you've accomplished, and I want you to write at least 10 things down. And if you find it hard to write 10 things down, you need to bring your scope down and think of the smaller things. So even small things, I want you to be proud of yourself, and I want you to write them down, okay? And that's what we're going to do for the first section, and that is reflection. So underneath reflection, I want you to write down number 2, which is going to be things I need to wrap up. So what are the things that you have left undone in your life this year or this month or whatever? Think about all the things that you need to finish up, wrap up, put a pretty bow on it, and let it go before you go into 2020. So what are some projects that you have going and that you need something for, or there's a few more steps that you need to take in order to wrap this up? Let's get it wrapped up. Sorry guys. Let's get it wrapped up before we go into 2020. Let's not bring anything undone. Let's not have anything left undone as we're moving into 2020. Let's just wrap it up, finish it up, whether it's work. Maybe there are some customers you need to collect money from. Let's get that money. Maybe there are some jobs that you need to finish up, and let's get that done. Maybe you're, maybe you have a stack this high at the office. Let's get that down to nothing before we go into 2020. Let's start with this great energy, a fresh and a new. Maybe you have a few more rooms you need to declutter in your life, in your house. Maybe you need to go ahead and get that done and get that wrapped up so you can move into 2020 with that good, clean, fresh energy, ready to go and feeling calm, cool, and collected and grounded. Maybe there's some relationship stuff that you kind of need to wrap up and resolve before you go into 2020. Maybe there are some goals that you kind of need to wrap up before you go into 2020. You kind of need to like make that last push just to be able to reach that goal. Let's do that. Whatever it is that you need to wrap up, I want you to write down the number of things you need to do. Now, I only had like 3, but there were major things. So I wanted to get these major things done. And so yeah, that's what you got to do for the wrap-up session. Anything that just needs to be finished, let's get it done. All right, so the third one is going to be, I want you to write down number 3, things I need to accept. And this is probably things like goals you didn't reach. You can write down, I need to accept that I'm not going to reach so-and-so goal this year, and that's okay. There's always next year. Maybe you just didn't feel inspired or motivated to do the thing that you said you were going to do this year, and that's okay too. There's always next year, but let's not make next year the same as this year. So I want you to accept that you didn't do that thing that you really wanted to do, or maybe you were scared of it. So let's just write down that you accept that you were scared to do this thing. And that's okay that if you're scared, that's fine. We can always work on that and move past that, okay? But the first thing is to accept, just accept it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to let it go. And that brings us to number 4, which is going to be, I want you to write down on your paper, things I need to let go. Okay, so what do you need to let go in life? Maybe you need to let go of past failures. Maybe you need to let go of habits. Maybe there are some toxic people in your life that you need to let go of and let them move on. And maybe you had a vision for 2019, and maybe that vision just did not come to fruition like you saw it in your mind's eye. And maybe you just need to let that vision go so that you can make space, clear up space for a new vision to come in for 2020. Anything like that, anything that you need to let go, let's let go of it. Let's let go of fear. Let's let go of shame. Anything like that, any guilt we have, anything that we just need to let go of. Maybe there are projects you need to let go of. Anything that you want to let go of. Let's go ahead and let go of that before we go into 2020. So we don't bring the same energy that we had around those things that we know we need to let go back into 2020 and start living the same life. Let's let those things go, and so that we can welcome in the new for 2020. I don't want you to get a vision for 2020. I don't want you even thinking about 2020. I don't want you thinking about any new goals. I don't want you to think about new year, new me. I don't want you thinking about anything. What I want you to do is focus on wrapping up 2019, finishing it out strong, and putting a bow on it, wrapping it up, put a bow on it, done, let it go, give it away, whatever you got to do. Give yourself some time for rest and relaxation. Enjoy your family. Enjoy the holidays, because that's what I'm going to do. And I wanted to remind you guys that I am going to be MIA for a little bit, but I will be back in 2020. I am focusing all of my energy on, number 1, taking a break, because I feel like it's time. So I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to come back. And I don't know what I'm going to come back with, but when I come back, you're going to know about it, because I'm going to let you guys know. But I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has taken the time to watch my videos and that has actually put some of my words and teachings into practice. I'm thankful for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you tuning in every week. It's very encouraging for me to see that, 20-ish people watch my video this week. But hey, you got to start somewhere, right? But I will be back, and when I come back, you guys should get a notification. If you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so you know when I come back. And then if you are subscribed, go ahead and hit that notification bell up above me so that you can be notified when I do come back, so that you won't miss anything in 2020. So finish the year out strong, guys, and I will see you guys when I see you. Bye-bye.